All right, it's been a minute. We got some more projects. We got the free zero turn. Pulled the engine on it last week, and then decided to throw it on the Craftsman. So that's what I've been working on, trying to get everything figured out. Since I need to get a new carburetor for that engine, and I had to get some new front tires because other ones blew out on me. Couldn't handle the speed. Got a brush bar on it because I ran into a tree, because with no brakes it's hard to stop, and absolutely wrecked a hood. And those are all spare tires. This one has full hydraulics, but none of it works because the engine's not on there, the battery's not in there. This is a free zero turn. It's a 95 Gravely ProMaster 200 series. So pretty fancy. And then I've got to run some codes on my truck, you know, just see what's going on with it, try to figure stuff out. So get out there, do a cold start, and figure out what's going on. All right, it is currently 28 degrees roughly, and this truck has not started all day. Hasn't started since yesterday about around noonish. So let's see how well she cranks up. And it fires right up after a little bit, so that wasn't too bad. Then once it gets heated up, it'll start popping. So that's why I went out and bought a scan tool to figure out why it is popping. So this is not going to be a how-to, because I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm going to figure it out. I got the scan tool all hooked up, but now it's popping and it sounds angrier than any sort of grandma you've ever met. You know, it's still going. It's popping like your girlfriend when you came home after dark. But eventually it will settle out. It just takes a minute. And then you got the Walmart special scan tool. Oh, well, I'm already throwing a code. Okay. You got the Walmart special scan tool and cylinder 4 misfire, so that's why it's popping like that. And then I mean, I will say, for being $40, this tool's not that bad. Yeah, so spark plug wires and spark plug, you know, whatever, that's not too bad. Could be a lot worse, could be a lot better. You know, things got more problems than a toxic relationship, but it's okay because you stick through it and you try to fix it. Like, my heat, the knob broke off inside, so I had to put a nail on there. So then you turn that on, turn the AC on. When you put it to hot, it just blows, but if you put it to cold, it blows cold. So what a great time to lose heat, especially with winter here and coming. And then that's just the blower motor shroud that the guy that bought this truck, his buddy was drunker than 10 stepdads put together, and tried getting in that seat. And, you know, for him being, you know, 6'4", 6 foot plus, you know, giant size 14 steel toe boots, he ended up kicking that and breaking everything. But it's just the shroud. And then the guy tried taping it up, but didn't succeed too well. And then all I did was just throw some subs in here, so that gets the air moving just fine. You know, you got 12 there and then a 12 over there, a little 8-inch. I'm gonna put the seat down so you can get a better look at that 12. All right, so it's an Alphasonic 1500 watt 12-inch sub shallow box, but that's not a port. The guy he drilled a hole through it and then put plexiglass over it. And same thing for the eyes there. He tried making that look like a monkey, which I'll put a picture, a Google image of what it was supposed to look like. Because he called me, he's like, hey, you want a sub? I mean, I'm not going to say no. So he's like, hey, just to let you know, I made the box to look like a game I used to play when I was a kid. And he sends me a picture, and I'll put it up. It was this picture. And I was so confused. I'm like, you know, how did you make a sub look like a monkey? And then he gives me the sub, and you know, it looks like that. And then I'm like, okay, I see it now, because you can't really see it. That's like a brownish gold. And then he drew little eyes on there with the Sharpie. So I mean, like, and it actually hits really well. Everyone makes fun of me for it, but like, when I had just this one before I got that, my back window was flexing and everything was shaking more than when you come back from the walk with your cousin at the family. So like, my dash was shaking, my seat bouncing up and down. You can hear my door shaking, my seat was shaking. Headliner, sunglasses, turkey feather up there, visors, they were all shaking. My passenger door flaps now. And then the mount for the actual back window shakes. And that's actually, that one shakes the most out of anything, or out of all of them. And then, you know, the back window shakes. But the cool part is I have LEDs in there, but the cord doesn't really reach. So, but those eyes actually light up green. So I'm going to try to get those to light up. All right, so you can kind of see it just like that, but I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights off, and then you'll really be able to see. So I mean, like, it's pretty cool, and like, it shines up on the ceiling and a little bit on the back window, but when you're driving, like, you don't really notice it. And if you look up in the mirror, you can kind of see the two eyes, but it's still pretty cool. And that whenever I show people that, like, oh, that's actually really funny. So, and then I have a Planet, it's just a jumbled mess of wires, but I have turn my truck off real quick. I have a Planet Audio, I believe that's an Anarchy amp. Yeah, so Planet Audio Anarchy, that's 1500 watts. And then that's going to these two 12s, and then that little 8-inch. But for such a small truck, and it sounds good. I have it tuned. I'm gonna push this seat back. All right, so it's tuned to where the sound of, here, turn this light back on, see me a little better, see my ugly face. So you still can't see much. There we go. So that I have it tuned to where the subs don't overpower all like the treble-y stuff. So that's one thing about like a lot of kids that I've seen at like school and stuff. They'll have giant subs, but then no treble to back it up, so you can't even understand the music. Which, I mean, I know some people like that, some people don't, but it's one of those things where if I'm gonna listen to music, I'm gonna want to listen to music. So I just had to run those codes. This has gone on longer than I wanted it to. Just wanted to show you all the new mowers, or the new mower. Run some codes on the truck, just kind of get an update on everything. I know it's been a while. Yeah. So, all right. So if you like this video, you know, like, subscribe, comment, whatever. If you've had an OBS and you've had similar problems, or if you've had problems that I haven't mentioned, you know, let me know. What it was, how to prevent it, how to fix it, stuff like that. And then if you did have an OBS and you like lifted it, you know, lowered it, did some mods on it, just let me know what it was, how it turned out, stuff like that. Just, you know, like, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff, all the good stuff. Ooh, can't talk, English is hard. All right, but see y'all in the next one.